We're running it back. Do it better this time. Do it back better. We're against Pan's Shadow. We'll do this. We shouldn't take damage here against Pan's Shadow. The only way that we take damage is if they shrink. No, there's no way. We're probably going to sell the Humpty. Not yet. I'm almost done with it. We're going to shrink these and probably just buy one of them. And then we'll lock. And then we'll buy 2, maybe 3 things next turn. We'll see if we still have the Humpty or not. I'm still trying to, like, suss out the position on some of the new heroes, honestly. Because some of them are pretty bad. As far as consistency's sake is concerned, and some of them are a little bit better. At least for the ones that I've played. Technically, this guy is actually fine. Something like this. Haven't really played PM much. Brianna, appreciate that. Thanks for the raid. Could just buy this whole shop. 5, sell the egg. Egg doesn't have a guaranteed live against claws anyway. Yeah, let's do it. Not the best shop that I've ever seen, but there are worse shops as well. We'll do something like this, I guess. Just in case they have a dragon for some reason on Mrs. Claus. Yeah, not a problem. Thanks for the raid. Hope your stream went well. Hope you're having a good holiday or pre-holiday. Ooh, rough. We're definitely not getting through this Frog Prince. I don't even know how many times we could shoot with Sure Shot to actually get through it. Not sure that there's enough times ever. Brutal. Good thing that we got rid of the egg, though, because I don't think the egg was going to help us there either. We could Mummy. I do like Mummy and Trophy Hunter. I actually like Lucky, too. And the spell. How do I do all of it? Yeah, it's possible. I passed a couple of them, and I thought that to myself as well. I think we're getting rid of the Black Cat to buy these 2, and then I want to get rid of one more for the Witch's Brew. So we'll do this for sure, and I want to spend 3 to get this Lucky, which means we don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore, so let's do something like this. Honestly, probably this, because I need to fill my board back up, and this has a better chance of slaying. I know it's kind of weird, but... well, it turns out we're just too weak anyway. Jesus. Okay. Like, I don't know what this is about, but... Ooh. Well, I know what that's all about. Unfortunately, those were not what I was looking for. Could you imagine Bad Moon in that spot? Or Sting? We'll take Treasure Map, I think. I don't really want to buy these. This makes us potentially a little stronger, but... I kind of just want to roll once. Is the Stag something that I can justify doing with the Mummy? It would have to be something like this. We'd get rid of one of these. Probably the Sure Shot. I think what we're going to do is... this. Okay. We do win combat. Bit awkward, though. We could have slayed pretty comfortably with either of them. We didn't because of how it be, but let's give us a 4. I'm not really that interested. XP against Mordred. I don't think we can afford to do that. This one maybe is better because we can pick up the Wicked Witch here. We need 8, and we have 7. Just get rid of this. Just like do these two. Okay. Because realistically, if the mummy attacks and slays, like, it's just going to kill most of our opponent's stuff anyway. This is just going to delete 2 things, or 3 if it attacks and kills something. And then, like, if this slays, cool. If not, like, it doesn't matter. We need to... brutal. That's fine for us, because now we do get the slay here. Going into 4, that's probably better anyway. Assuming that we're going to win this combat either way, then that would be the one that I would rather hit. Okay, so... we could take this trying to get treasures. It's not bad. I don't think I care about Prince Arthur. Let's roll. Against Potion Master, I think we probably want to do this and then just buy the tiny. Could be this. I wish I knew what they had. That would help us here. If we do this one, it gives us a better chance of getting this to slay, which maybe is better. This will win combat more often, but... I guess we're just gonna sit here. Yeah, the giant whites that just get a ton of stats. I mean, this one's fine. I don't hate the new white. It is a lot weaker. Dwarves have a lot less ways of, like, buffing themselves than they used to until you get higher into the game. Ooh, that was a really good hit. That was less good, but we did get the slay, so maybe it's fine. Kind of wish I had that Bad Moon, to be honest. I do not, which is big sad. Alright, so here's 2 Shadow Assassins, which is nice. We'll pick those up. We'll sell this, we'll buy the cheap pig, and we'll roll. So if we take this, it will give us a tier 4. It could be coin. I think it's fine. It could just be Dwarven Forge. I think that's also fine. Because then we can just start looking for treasures pretty quickly. This can give us another 4 then. I don't know if I really want another 4 as much as I would want like a 3. I wonder if I just skip this. Oh, it makes our crafty bigger to take it. I was thinking about skipping it and Merlin's testing the mummy. The mummy is more likely going to stick around than the lucky long term. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. We're going to hit here, and then we'll do this. This isn't really going to slay anyway, and this is what matters more. Because we're taking that out as soon as I find a Grimsoul either way. Nice. So we got our slay, we killed that, and then now the monster book. This will hit one. They could tie if they get a laser. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to leverage the Dwarven Forge to find our treasures, but beyond that, that's really all it's doing for us. Like, we could pick up the Fanny now. Trying to decide if these friendly spirits are worth it. I don't think so. Like, the Grimsoul angle is going to be much more useful to us anyway. To find, realistically. I'm not really particularly interested in this. The Baba's better. So we can get rid of this then. For the Baba. As much as I want to get the treasure from the white now, I think I can be patient and wait. We'll just get the Baba here. We can maybe run this in the front then. For one turn. If it slays, that would be dope, right? Because then we'd get a huge discount. And I think we can just be patient here. We'll try to pick up tier 3 dwarves. Because Bad Moon plus the Grimsoul is really what you need. Because you can realistically have a mummy that's big enough to kill their whole board with one combat. And we can pick up the 2s to find boots. So the treasures that we want are boots, Bad Moon, and then probably like Mimic would be fine. And we really don't need anything else. No, we don't really need Angry. It's not part of the main game plan. That's fine. This should trigger and kill 2 things. Oh, 3 things, rather. Unfortunate that we didn't get to attack with the other dude, but it's fine because these are all ranged. Okay. Here's another Baba. We can buy the root, sell the root, buy Baba, and roll. Don't need that. Take this, roll. This is fine. Is the egg even good? I guess it's fine. We're gonna need to sell 2 for it. We don't really need this tiny anyway, and we don't really need this one. I mean, if it's boots, I'll probably take boots, but we can take Easter egg for now. It makes this bigger. Kissing it really doesn't do what we want. Here's a Grimsoul. Okay. So we can put this in. We can move this here. How do we buy the Grimsoul this turn? I don't know if we can. We kind of need it, though. The 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is fucking useless. Alright, whatever. This is going to be more useful to us anyway. I guess we can do this. So if this attacks and slays, like, we're just going to kill their whole board. Okay. So let's see if we can find more treasures now. I know that we sold a lot of our stuff, but it's fine. Sting is good here. The Telltale Quiver is also good. I think Sting is a little better in this spot. This would be nice if we didn't already have this. Roll. We'll buy greedy, because I don't want to roll more. I'd rather look for the treasure here. We found Bad Moon. Well, that's fucking great. We don't really need Dwarven Forge anymore then, though it does give us a lot more of an avenue to find the first attack. Which is important. Maybe we don't need an Easter egg. It's a lot of stats. Maybe it's Sting. Maybe Sting is what we don't care about. Yeah, that's probably it. What were they playing? Trees or something, probably? Let's position like this, and then let's just kidnap. I don't really want to roll more, because we can't buy anything anyway. We may as well just kidnap here. I decided to keep the Easter egg, because it is technically giving this +3/+3, and these two. And it is probably going to be giving this stuff in the back, like extra stats, for a little while. And I want to be picking up tier 2 dwarves to try and look for the first attack, because first attack is really a big deal. Nice. It doesn't actually matter that much, or it probably won't. This is pretty rough. We are going to win here, but just barely. But the Soul Tack does make our line a little worse. Though this is going to get a lot bigger very quickly. This is a tier 4. Sure. These are useless. Oni King is decent, because it makes the Grimsoul better and more likely to attack. There's another one. It is these. Just sell these 3 and buy the second one. What do we think about that? I think this is fine in the front row. It could be in the back row just as easily. It could be this. Figure if it's in the back row, it makes the Babas a little better, but like not so much so that I care enough, I think. Yeah, this should be fine. Like, we do need first attack pretty badly still. But this has a decent chance of working. Sad. This game. We did get some stats on our Babas, which is nice. Okay, let's take this, and then let's roll. Alright, so let's grab this. I don't actually think we want these either. That was a pretty huge pickup, though. Yeah. It's a pretty good way of doing it, too. This is a 4 I don't really care about. We don't really need 3s anymore. Okay, we'll sit here for this. And then we're going to need to find the first attack, like, pretty soon. I wouldn't mind the triple Baba so that we can make more room in the back row as well. This maybe isn't the best way of winning this, because it's going to struggle a bit against the Catter. If you shoot the Soul Tack, it's fine, but if you miss the Soul Tack a bunch in a row, like, it's pretty tough. At least until this gets a lot more attack. Like, maybe even locking the Burning Palm is fine, just to have another 4 attack on the Mummy. If I tripled these and found Mimic, I would probably replace the Forge. The double Bad Moon is really good. Yeah, it's not great, and not having the first attack is pretty tough, but I haven't really found an opportunity to do it differently here. So it turns out it's not going to matter, and we're just going to kill our opponent's board, but But yeah, it is tricky. The more health this gets, the better, you know, the less worried about it I am. Because once this has enough health, like, it just isn't dying in one hit from if they attack into it. And it's getting close to being big enough that that's the case. Ooh, that's tricky. There's nothing that I want to comfortably sell in this spot, so we're just going to Fireball. No, we're not going to Fireball. They have Creeper. Fireball doesn't do anything. We're just going to buy some stuff and lock for it. I don't really want to triple the Grimsoul. Sorry, I want to run the Grimsoul. Maybe we do it like this. In case they attack first. The last time that we fought them, their first slot unit wasn't big enough to one-shot this, so I don't mind this. And then we'll just buy, like, we'll buy 2 things, and then we'll triple the Oni King next turn. I guess giving them a little bit of attack doesn't truly matter. Yeah, I could, but they have Creeper. Like, giving them free attack just doesn't seem that useful to me. Maybe it's fine because it might break to give a breakpoint for the Slay. Maybe it's okay. I'm not a super huge holiday celebrator personally. A bit of a Grinch, I suppose, but it's more that I really don't go out much anyway, so it's always just been a day for me, whether I was working this or any of the traditional jobs. Oh, they made themselves weaker for some reason. Hopefully we hit this a bunch. Okay, now we're fine. We didn't quite kill them. I am using the tracker, I just don't have it on screen. Alright, we'll take Evil Eye. That's better than the Dwarven Forge. I mean, it's probably better than the Easter Egg too, but the Easter Egg is, like, too good. We can take this for the pair. And we can take this for the pair. Okay. I could make a Chivas Crinch. Any reason that I have Mummy and 2, and yeah, so the way that the Baba Yagas work is they are both supporting the Mummy here. So, like, we want this one. If I had Horn, I would put them differently. I would move this here, right? But we want the Mummy to get the most amount of triggers. If we assume that this or this Grimsoul don't slay and they get attacked into, we still want the Mummy to fire the most amount of times possible, right? So in order to do that, you need to have it positioned in such a way that this has the most supports. So right now, if any one of these Grimsouls triggers, this shoots 5 times for every time that Grimsoul is going off. So if this attacks and slays because it has 1 Baba Yaga behind it, with the Evil Eye, it is triggering 6 times, assuming that it's dying as well, which means this thing triggers 30 times. And it doesn't matter if this slays. If it gets attacked into, that's what the goal is for it. It could be in slot whatever, it doesn't matter. But the idea is that if it gets attacked into, that we want it to do stuff. So this is gonna shoot, like, a lot of times here. And then we get an extra shot off of it because of this. So yeah. We'll take the chicken. First attack would be what I would replace the Easter egg for. Otherwise, they'll probably just skip. So let's roll. Roll. They have Copycat. They could easily scam the Mummy here. Which, if they do, that would be kind of sad. But it happens sometimes. We can take another Grimsoul. And we'll roll. We'll roll. Giving this 10 attack might have been fine. Should have considered that a little more. Maybe we'll just do this. We'll give it 3. I don't think I can run another one. I think I'd rather have the Oni King for the 20 attack on this one. It gives this a much higher chance of slaying, which if it slays, then it buffs itself, which is really nice. Assuming that they don't have a soul tack, like, we should be able to blast them here as well. Yeah, if they're not Pigamorphing, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, the Merlin does have the ability to do that. The Merlin, I believe, is on Ball Fork with Aeon. So they reasonably could have a huge board here that just, like, pigs this, and then we're in a weak spot. We have the Shadow Assassin, which is decent size, but the rest of our units are pretty bad. We didn't actually slay, so we're only going to blast a couple of times here. It should be enough because we have the Evil Eye, though. Yeah. We probably only have one combat left, so we probably don't need it. Yeah, they just conceded. Interestingly, the Grimsoul and the Babo are in that shop, so... Trophy Hunter. Yeah, so this treasure is the most important treasure. No other treasure in the game matters as much as this one. Bad Moon is insane for this. Yeah, that was the fail case. Yes, if this attacks and kills, it also triggers Slay. Hey, appreciate that, Eric. Thanks for the gifted sub. Yeah, so if the Grimsoul attacks and slays, it will trigger this ability multiple times, and then it also counts with the Baba Yagas. So one of the things that is interesting is, so this died without slaying, right? So all that it's doing is triggering this mummy 2 times, but because it's double Babas with the with the Evil Eye, it was still triggering 10 times, even though this attacked and didn't slay. So, no, the Pew doesn't trigger the slay. The mummy ability, no, that doesn't, sorry. If that was your question, then that's not how it works. Oh, you're right, that was the question. Thanks for answering that, Batsmack. Yeah, I misunderstood. I would still combine them. It's the same amount of triggers, but then I can get the treasure, like I can get the horn. I would replace the horn, this for horn. Or I could get Mimic. Like the treasure has potential there. It makes this Grimsoul worse, but it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, Grimsoul is insane. Like, what a wild ability Grimsoul has. So we're at 5-4.